Hey, 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 hey. You're going to hear some music in the background. You might even hear people come in, out, come through. I am sitting in the back of the D Hotel on Fremont. I had to come in the back because if I went in the front, I mean, it's people, it's shipping there, there's all kind of people walking through it. So, yeah, back here I am in Vegas. Happy holidays, happy holidays. I am sure everybody is with family, getting last gifts, wrapping gifts, hanging out, eating, chilling, whatever you do for this time. Picking people up from the airport, whatever you're doing, going out of town yourself. Enjoy yourself, be safe, have fun, love yourself. Um, Getting ready to have a new year, so end this year the way you want to. But let's get to House of Villains. Oh my God. Y'all, y'all. Y'all got to excuse me. My lip gloss running out, but I ain't working no more. But anyway, so House of Villains season one, the season finale. Oh y'all. So this House of Villains starts off with the last villains that we had in the house. We had for the women, we had Tanisha and Anfisa. And for the men, we had Bobby Bananas, Bobby Fairplay, and Shake. So these are the last five we have in there. So they come and let the last five know, okay, you guys are about to have a challenge. They sit them down at the table. They put out these dishes, and they know then it's about to be a fear factor challenge. It's about to be some nasty food, right? We're gonna get to this food, John. But before they do that, they start showing us people flipping out the wall, flipping out the wall. Now y'all know on the review for episode 7, I said to you all, guys, I have a feeling the villains are coming back. I think what if they brought the villains back? Well, honey, they did. They brought them all back. And I told y'all last week when I reviewed episode 9, I said, I'm a little nervous about if they bring all the villains back because outside of Korean, I'm like, well, even with Jags, because like I said, everybody loved Johnny Bananas. But other than those two, I felt like everybody else, what if the villains get to vote? I thought that. Like, what if they did? Then Johnny's messed up. You know what I mean? But anyway, so the villains come back and they say, oh, these villains will be staying with you all for the remainder of the game. And not only will these villains be staying with you all, they will do the final elimination vote and they will decide who the winner is. You know what I mean? So we get to the bottom three. So here's how we're going to do it. We're going to do a challenge. When we do the challenge, the person who wins the challenge, they get to pick a person that'll be in the final three with them. So that means it's two people. Then the last three people will go for a challenge. If you win the challenge, wait, they two people are gonna lose the challenge, and then it only leave one. So this time, two people were gonna go home, and it would only leave one person left, and that one person left would be in the final three. So they did it this way. They did it this way. Did them as the this how the challenge was gonna go. So yeah, I hope y'all watched it because I don't want to be telling it all and you haven't seen it yet. But look, so they go to do their first challenge. And the first challenge, like I told you all, is food. So they tell them they have to get $200 worth of food. And then they bring in Chef, not Chef Ben. Is it his name? I can't think of his name. Because he was on Below Deck. And don't get me wrong, I watched Below Deck, but then I didn't stay with the show like that. So um, I can't say that I really remember him like that. I remember him a little bit when they were showing clips, but I didn't remember him like that. But anyway, even when they showed the clips, they let us know he was not nobody to play with. He loved to start some drama. Sorry guys, I had just moved because these people I thought were gonna come and sit down next to me, but they weren't. They were just walking through. But anyway, so I guess gonna be adjustments. I'm outside. I'm well not even just outside, I'm in Vegas, there's people everywhere. But anyway, so these are things that they have to pick through to get. And each one is worth a certain amount of so called money and eating value. So they had very spicy wings. Now, what you should have known when you looked at that little bitty winglet and they said it's very spicy, that meant it was make you feel like you're going to die eating it spicy. You know, it was going to be worse than the hot chip challenge. You know, it was going to be a mess. But what else? People think of chicken. So that was one. Boiled eggs. hmm Sounds simple. Yep, boiled eggs was one. And we started getting nasty. We had fish eyes. We had brain. I think it, I want to say it was cow brain. I can't remember what animal it was. They had brain, and they had brain, and they had testicles. And I think it was a cow's testicle, a bull's testicle. I do. But it was testicles. And so the brains were worth 100 by itself. So if you ate a brain, it was worth 100. The testicles were worth 50. The the chicken was worth, I want to say the chicken, because I know the eggs are worth 10. So you could eat 10, I mean, you could eat 20 boiled eggs, but who would want to? I can imagine the gas you would pass, the burps you would have of egg breath if you ate all those boiled eggs. But anyway, um, uh, the boiled eggs were 10. I want to say the chicken was 20, because I guess they wanted to make it low, even though it was very spicy, because they knew people might just go grab the chicken. And fish eyes were worth like 30. So I know that, wait, let's see, Tanisha did six, because actually Bananas is the one who said what Tanisha should do. And it was like 6 wings. It was like 6 wings and a testicle. Yeah, that's what she was doing, like a 6 wings and a testicle. Um, Fair Play was doing 2 brains. Hmm. Hmm. He was going to stomach it down and get it down. And the worst thing I think when I think about food challenges, and if I was on a competition, I think about if I was sitting there forcing this disgusting stuff down my throat, because I have texture issues with the food, and I have all kind of things. But I'm a foodie, so already some of the stuff I couldn't. And then like when he said he was eating the eyeballs and the insides were gushing out, I can't. Trigger warning, because I could trigger your stomach to want to upchuck. Oh, it was so nasty. But anyway, I used to watch Fear Fact. I just don't look, and if it got sound effects, we gotta turn that sound off. I don't want to hear the sound of the poppings. Okay, like when I used to do bugs. Ugh, no, no. But so Fair Play did the 2 brains. Tanisha did 6 wings. She did 6 wings and a testicle. The testicles had to be worth 50. Um, she did that. Johnny Bananas did the eyeballs. He did 3 eyeballs. He did 3 eyeballs and a testicle, or 2 testicles and 3 eyeballs. It's something like that. That Johnny Bananas did. Um, and peace to you all. She got 10 boiled eggs. And now, first of all, when she got the 10 boiled eggs, I thought, ooh, just your mouth gonna be so dry. I hope they give you more than 1 cup of water, because unless you're taking the tiniest sips with like every two, oh my God, you're not gonna be able to swallow by this. To me, the 6th one, just back to back to back. Oh my goodness, no. And I would have been mixing. I would have been asking, can I mix the eggs with the testicles, like so we could give it some kind of flavor? We could call it text. We could call it like egg egg balls. I don't know. I don't know. But I was like, whatever. But she could barely. We'll get to that. I forgot when they got to Tanisha. Tanisha was like, "I'm gonna do a testicle and a wing." Hers, it came to like 60 points, and it was like, Tanisha has to come to 200. And here come Omarosa. Count's not her thing. Count is not her thing. And because at first Tanisha didn't hear her, so when Tanisha was like, "How would you say?" She had to let her know the accounts on the thing. They go back and forth. They have a thing, and she's like, "Girl, close your mouth. You on the other side. I'm here. You're not. I'm here. You're not." And I'm gonna get to that too. I'm here. You're not. And and so as she, oh, such a big dog. And so as she's letting her know, this and going back and forth. Then that's when, so like I told you all earlier, Bananas picked out what Tanisha was gonna get. Each one was like, do the 6 wings and a testicle. You know what I mean? Because Tanisha was just trying to make it simple, so she was just like, "Oh, give me 1 wing and 1 testicle, and I'm done. That's it." And they like, "Girl, that's not 200. That'd be too simple. Everybody would do it. Everybody would get 2 wings and suffer it." But y'all, honey, when Shay told us he was gonna do 10 of these wings, right? Hmm. And he was gonna do 10 of these wild wings. And here were some of the reasons why. One, he loves Indian food. He's from, like from India, that kind of India, I should say. And he tried to let us know that because that lets us know it's spicy. And oh, trust me, I have had some of that ooh, spicy stuff they've made, and it was and I like spicy, but it was a little too spicy. But everybody who's from India doesn't eat super spicy food, but some of them, when they take that spicy food, honey, I promise you, it could put hair on your chest. I promise you, and you could be a woman. I mean, ugh, it's just too spicy. But and when something's that spicy, I can't enjoy it, and I like food, so I'm like, no, I don't want to eat something that spicy. But he's like, he's gonna do 10 wings, you know what I mean? Because hey, he's a G like that. He was like, he did 10 wings and testicles, or did he do 10? And then no, he just did 10 wings. He did 10 wings. He did 10 because it was worth 20. He did 10 wings, and so he's like, yeah, I got this. So not only my people from India. Oh, your dog is beautiful. Um, Not only are his people from India, but he also was once in a Buffalo Wild Wings challenge. And they had a wing called like you can't eat it, or I don't know. Buffalo Wild Wings. First of all, he used Buffalo Wild Wings as the example of where he had the spiciest wings in the world. Sorry, guys, it's a statue. It's called the Peen statue. I'm going to show it to you while I'm done. But it's always people stopping and take pictures. So when you hear people saying silly stuff and something, I mean that. Um, but um, but yeah, so he lets us know he can do this. This is nothing. He's gonna take these wings down, and you're gonna see it, right? Since everybody's really tough for this challenge. So he goes to bite into that first wing, and you could see it on his face. Mm-mm. And Tanisha saying, "Oh, I know it's hot. Look at my nose." That told me her nose must have been running because it was so spicy. Her nose was running, and and Shake doesn't even seem like he could take this first wing down, but he's eating them. We noticed it because toward the end you could see he ate maybe like three. It seemed like maybe three or four, but he was he was not going to finish those 10. I can promise you that, and we'll get to how we know later. But he's going for his wings. Johnny Fairplay is eating brains. Now I know there's people that eat brains, like like cow brain and stuff like that, and they make it. I don't know what they do, boil it, make it. I don't know. Is it a? I don't know what you do with it, so I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I do. Um, but I don't think they eat it like raw. Like that looks raw. Like did they even simmer that because it just looked raw, and so he's dipping his brain into water. He's dipping it into water like it's gravy, and then he's eating the brain. I'm like, this is disgusting. Has he ate brain before raw? Anyway, and then I guess Banana says, "Wait a minute, if the other, oh hey, wait, these strange women just walked out while I just walked out. They just walked out. They sound so familiar, but it's not Heidi." And but he says, "Wait a minute, if he's dipping it, I'm gonna dip too." So he starts dipping the eyeballs in water, and then he's eating them, and he's describing it to us and letting us know that the insides popped out as soon as he. Oh, it's disgusting. It was disgusting. I'm telling you. Ugh. And then he's taking these like little sips of water. I'm like, they must only get 1 cup of water for this challenge because he's taking these little bitty sips of water. I've been chugging cup after cup of water, and he's eating it. Like I said, Tanisha's not really getting through that wing like she thought she would. She only had 1 wing. She wasn't barely getting through it. And Fisa was eating the white of the egg because I guess she only does yolks. But I don't know if she knows she was gonna have to eat the inside too. She was gonna have to eat that whole egg, but for some reason she was just eating the white and she barely made it through 1 egg. And I'm like, girl, you had the simplest thing to eat. You were eating boiled eggs. You could have just ate but why did you pick them if you could barely eat a boiled egg? Or if you only eat the outside, not the inside, the whites, not the yolk. You eat the whites. And uh, so she's eating the eggs and she can barely do it. Uh, Bananas is tearing these eyeballs up in his testicle like he eats it for lunch. Uh, Johnny Fairplay is tearing the brains up. Tanisha can barely make it through the wings, and neither can Shay. Needless to say, Johnny Bananas wins the contest. and he of course pulls Tanisha with him. So they're up. So the last three, they're up for elimination. Um, they're up for elimination, and it's up to the house. It's up to the house. Now, when the show was coming on and they were showing us the season, I noticed they showed us a lot of people saying like, "I'm gonna get bananas back." That bananas. Oh, and Bobby Likes didn't show up. I guess he was still shopping because he wasn't there. He didn't come, and Joe threw some insults toward him, like just like Bobby likes to be irresponsible, not to be here, contracted because he's in a contract, and I wonder if he got paid because when you break that contract, they're not paying you. You got to complete everything. That means the season finale. You got to complete everything that's eggs. But anyway, so I forgot to say that Bobby Likes wasn't there, and I hate to not give Bobby a moment because he loves a moment. So Bobby, there's your moment. And so they go on. They get y'all when they get to this vote. I didn't feel like my bananas had it locked in because I knew I was like, Omarosa's gonna vote for Anfisa because she's letting us know that's her girl, that's her roommate, that's her homie, that's her friend. I thought New York was going to vote for. I mean, I felt like New York was going to vote for. I don't know. I didn't feel which one I knew. Who she was going to vote for. I knew Johnny Fairplay was going to vote for Bananas because he admires bananas. He wants to be bananas in his next lifetime. So I knew he was going to vote for him. Um, and Shake, I knew that Shake was definitely gonna vote for bananas. So I'm like, bananas might have this. And y'all know I'm team bananas, still team bananas, always team bananas. So I'm like, he has this. So they start the vote. And the first person to vote is who was first to vote? The first person to vote was Shake. So everybody gets to say what they think about the people. Shake basically lets us know, like, Tanisha, you cool, all that, I got the love for you, but girl, you really didn't do nothing, girl. And the truth of the matter is, this wasn't trying to make a friend. This is villains, be a villain, whatever. But my vote is for bananas. And then Pizza, you knew I wasn't gonna vote for you, girl. Please, I don't even feel like you should be up there on that stage for the bottom, for the last three. So he lets us know that he gives the vote to Bananas. So Bananas has one vote. And the next person to vote is Omarosa. So we just know Omarosa's going to vote for Anfisa. And she starts giving us this speech. She lets us know she loves Anfisa. That's her girl, that's her roommate, that's her sister, that's her friend, that's her girl, girl, girl. She lets us know, like, then she starts saying how, it's all about his kind of playing, and she loves somebody with strategy and when they know how to do the game and they stick to the game, and that would be bananas because bananas stick to the game, da 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 da. But then she throw a twist on us because she's Omarosa and she needs some attention too. And she's always reaching. She doesn't stretch before she reaches, but she's always reaching. And so she says, you know what, y'all? That's a boss. She says, you know what, y'all? I'm gonna vote for Tanisha. And everybody, even Tanisha, is like, wait, what, girl? I just knew you were gonna vote for anybody but me. And we thought it was gonna be Anfisa. And Anfisa kind of looking like, I'm a fool. And I told y'all about these people that make it to the end. We'll talk about that later. So we get the vote. Um, so we like, oh, that's weird. So then we get to Fair Play, and Fair Play lets us know, like, Tanisha, girl, I love you, but hey, this ain't House of Mothers. We didn't come here to do mother cards and to make it for you and your babies. This is literally House of Villains. So if you not a villain, girl, you weren't a villain, you didn't do nothing villainous, you were friendly, you were mommy, you were putting band-aids on us, giving us hugs, tucking us in at night, you was washing our clothes. Girl, you was a good friend. You was braiding our hair. I mean, you was a good kiki. You was a good. You was their buddy, literally. So he was like, "It's not true, And then Fee said, "Girl, you already know I ain't about to vote for you. You knew I would. You know my loyalty is to Johnny Bananas, and I want to be Johnny Bananas. We both Johnny, so I'm just Johnny B Fair Play, So I'm all of it, all together. That's what he basically told us. And so he gave him the vote. So now Tanisha has um she has one. Wait, because no, let's see. Fair Play voted for bananas, so he had one. Shake voted for bananas, he has two. And now Omarosa voted for Tanisha, so now Tanisha has one. So then the next person to vote was Corinne. And we because let's see, the voters you had were, I'm trying to think, because they ended up in a tie. And the voters you had were Tanisha. It was Tanisha. No, Tanisha was on the thing. I'm sorry. It was Johnny Fairplay. It was Johnny Fairplay. Johnny Fairplay, Shake. Johnny Fairplay, Shake. New York. New York. Omarosa, Korean. It was 5 votes. Oh yeah, that's what it ended up being 2-2. It was 2-2 because they ended up in a tie. I feel like I'm missing somebody's vote because New York voted for Tanisha. She voted for Tanisha, but she did just what I told you all in the very beginning. I knew it. I knew that New York had the hots for Johnny Bananas. I told you. It seemed like all the women really wanted him, except Omarosa, and that's because she's married. It seemed like all of them really wanted him, and all the guys wanted to be him. And so that's why I say he was the most popular guy in the house. He just had some kind of swag about himself that makes him like likable, makes him I don't know. I told you I want to go hang out with Johnny Bananas. I mean, I've been wanting to go hang out. I mean, not been wanting to, like trying to, but I've been there, even on the real world. Like, I'd kick it with a few of them because they'd be fun. It seemed like good people to hang out with, but they all left. But it was a tie, and because Anfisa was no, she had no votes. There was no way she was going to do anyway. Thing that meant she was eliminated. It was just between the two of them. And Tanisha and before the child, I mean before they went in there, I forgot to tell you, Tanisha and Johnny Bananas let us know that they are gonna be. What did he say their name was? Uh, T Nanas or something. It was something with their names together because they were family for life. So when New York voted, she let us know how she thinks about Johnny Bananas banana all the time, but it tastes like what it would. You know, she really let us know about his banana. And I told her she was talking about, she was talking about all the potassium she could get from it. I said, honey, she's not talking about a banana, a real banana. You know what she's talking about to get the potassium. I said, we're not gonna go here because this is not rated X. But she she voted for Tanisha. So Tanisha won. And I mean Tanisha, I mean like she was everybody's friend. And at the end, you know, Johnny Bananas let us know he didn't know in 20 years he would become a caring villain because he normally doesn't care. He normally becomes enemies with best friends on these challenges, but this time he did it the right way and he carried her. But that's what I wanted to say. I told you all in the beginning, the only problem with these shows is that when you do it like that, when you carry in people because you like them, you may end up losing because of them. Well, literally losing anyway. So whether it's a challenge that they don't do and they might be in a group with you and the whole group goes home, or if, like what happened yesterday, you end up on Thursday, I'm sorry, these days are slipping. You end up carrying someone to the end and their weight wins. You know what I mean? They win by weight. And so I'm like, oh, my bananas. You know, no matter who wins, it's their win, not mine. But at the end of the night, oh, my bananas was so close. Maybe he'll win on this real world challenge he's on, but oh my goodness. It was a good one. It's a good season, but it has me anxiously waiting for a reunion. Please give us a reunion. Please, I want to hear because you already showed us comments. Because that was their, I forgot to say that earlier. That was their competition to the last three. They had to hear these quotes and then name who said the quote. And actually, Anfisa won that. She won that challenge. You know what I mean? That's how she saved herself. That's how she got in that bottom three. She saved herself in a challenge. I forgot to tell you all how she got there. So, like I told you, because she did what I told you to. Some of them people throw their body around the whole season. They sleeping, whatever. Not saying she did, but some people on these shows, that's what they do. Then at the end, they win. Because the whole time they learned everything because they've been talking to everybody. So if later on it's questions about something, they know the answers. They smarter than they pretend. They more athletic than they pretend to be. Yeah, so yeah, but Anfisa still didn't win because if she would have won, oh, I would have gave up on the show, honey. I'm lying, but I'm telling the truth, okay? But yeah, it was a great season. I am waiting for season 2, but I need a reunion first, and we will definitely keep E Entertainment. Thank you for this season. Thank you for the idea. Thank you to the producers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the villains. Thank you for the villains that you brought in just to give us for challenges. Thank you. And put them in season two. I want to see them in season two. And please, if y'all don't do a reunion, please next week for the holidays, give us some unseen clips of these fools acting fool. And let me know for a fact, because I know. Can't nobody tell me Bananas and Corinne do not have relations. Okay? You can't. You can't. Even when she said, when I was watching you eat those eyeballs, it was so, you know, okay. It was so agonizing. He said, "Did it turn you on?" And she said, "Yeah, it was. I was imagining I was the eyeballs." I said, "Oh, he be eating you, girl." I said, "Wait, look, see, I'm getting dirty. I can't talk about these people. They too dirty. They too dirty." And I love it. And I love to get up off my banana. All these women on my bananas. Ugh. And I don't want them like that. That's my boy. But dang, I was thirsty for the banana. But anyway, you all, this was the recap of the final season. Tell me what you all shot. Tell me who's rooting for Tanisha. You know, Tanisha, my girl, you're my girl. Like I said, on my Rosa girl, she voted for you because you was reading her, girl. You was checking her, and she said, "Okay, girl, it's checkmate here. I'm gonna go for you, girl." And so yeah, that's how you know everything she was doing with Tanisha was for scenes, for airtime. It was manufactured on Omarosa's side, including the fact that she still had that arm up a little bit, like it was still hurt. So when she came back into the house, but yeah, it was a great season. I enjoyed it. I have enjoyed doing all these reviews. I've enjoyed the new people who have come over watching the show. And yes, we will definitely be talking about it. And I definitely want to see their reactions. And I will make some shorts of any of the things they put up about it on the House of Villains channel. And so thank you to E Entertainment for giving us that, honey. I need more. I need more. And then I'm going to need y'all to get the deuce. There you go. Then what they can give me next season for these softies, give us the House of Hearts. Give us the House of Hearts. And here's the funny thing, they're gonna be villains up in there too. So yeah, give it to us. We need them both. That's gonna be the good season for the good people. Thank you to everybody. Do not forget, like I said, let me know. With your team Tanisha, who did you think it was gonna win? Are you mad that it wasn't my bananas? Did you team bananas? But yeah, guys, I'm enjoyed this, and I will see you all. Like I said, if they have a recap, or even if they do a show like showing us unseen things, deleted scenes, whatever, edited scenes that were edited out on the editing floor. If they give us that, we'll talk about it because it'll be dirt. Because it's a house of villains, so they're not gonna give me sweet stuff. They're gonna give me that dirt. So yes, I enjoyed it. You all have a great day. Have a great holiday, and have a great New Year. If we are not back on this thing um, before, and have a great New Year. And I'll see you later.